I was in Kenema, the eastern part of Sierra Leone, and it takes about more than 2.5 hours to reach Freetown. But I left Freetown to go and see. I left Kenema to go to Freetown, the capital, because I wanted to see our own people, our own bishop, George Biguzzi, and my confreres. And it just happened that while I was there, I was asked by George Biguzzi to help him, to accompany him for a mission. And the mission was to try to rescue 7 Xaverian sisters, 6 Italians, 1 Brazilian sisters, that they had been captured by the rebels from one place near Guinea, Cambia, and they had walked them for days through the bush and kept for 58 days in the forest with no change of clothes, and God knows, they were given maybe a plate of rice a day and so on. And those sisters had walked more than 100 miles to reach the forest. They had seen people being killed, young people massacred and so on. And but we wanted to try to rescue, and the Bishop George had managed to talk to Fode Sanko, who was the rebel leader. And Fode Sanko said, okay, on such and such a day, you can come to the forest, you can come to such and such a place, and take the sisters. And so 4 o'clock in the morning, Bishop Biguzzi asked me, can you drive me, the 2 of us? So we took a huge Toyota Range Rover, huge, that was given to us, and equipped with a radio transmitter, a huge antenna, so that we can keep in touch with the rebel leader, and we can keep in touch with also our missions everywhere. So 4 o'clock we leave the capital, Freetown, and we reach mile 46, Mashaka, and we met lots of soldiers lying on the tarmac road, still sleeping, and we went to the headman, the head of the soldiers, whom Bishop Biguzzi knew him very, very well, because he used to be a teacher in the same school where he taught, in St. Francis Xavier College in Makeni. So the 2 of them talked, and so the one in charge of the soldiers, Sierra Leonean soldiers, promised not to do any activity, because the Fode Sanko, the rebel leader, said, make sure that the Sierra Leonean soldiers will not be involved in any activity while you are coming to get the sisters. So he promised not to do any movements and so on. And so by 5:30, 6 o'clock, we were in a village where Bishop Biguzzi, talking with one of the sisters that they were captured, who was speaking his own dialect. Bishop Biguzzi and this particular sister, Lucy, they were from the same area in Italy, so they had a dialect, Romagnolo, and they could speak, so that she was allowed to talk to Bishop Biguzzi to say where to meet, and no one could understand from any other radio station. They could understand where, because of the dialect. So we reached a particular place where Biguzzi said, now we have to turn right, and we went right into the bush, and we drove for a while, and couldn't see anybody, so drove back to the place, tried another area, we couldn't find anything and anyone, so we went back to the original place, and all of a sudden, right away in the distance, we see movement, and then we saw 15 soldiers bringing out 4 sisters, and they were the younger ones. So we were shocked. They said, "How come there are 7? Only 4 are coming out." And so we met the first 4 with 15 soldiers. And what happened to the other sisters? Oh, they're coming, but they are very, very tired. They have walked all night long through the forest, and they were licking the leaves of the trees because of the dew, so they could have some water in their lips and so on. And so all of a sudden, all the sisters are with us. There's about 25 soldiers, and some of them spoke Liberian English because it's a kind of American. So there were some, and Bishop Biguzzi said asked the soldiers, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. What can we give you?" Nothing. We don't want anything. We're just in a hurry. We have to go to such and such a village to attack other villages and whatnot. So, and Bishop said, "Could we at least pray together?" They knelt on the forest there, and they said, "Oh yes, we know all your prayers. Lots of us are from your schools." Wow! And the Lord's Prayer, we prayed. And then the bishop blessed them, and they went. We took the 7 sisters into the Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser, brought them back to Freetown. They were just skin and bones, 58 days in the forest without much food and so on, but happy to be with us. When we reached Freetown, the Brazilian ambassador in Ghana was in Sierra Leone to welcome the Brazilian sister, and the fathers were there. We took the sisters into our house in Freetown, and then we arranged for a helicopter to take them to a helicopter's place, and from there the Italian government had sent. This was a few days after. The Italian government had sent an aeroplane to collect the sisters, take them to Italy as a rescue mission. So 7 sisters. God knows what they experienced in the forest on those 58 days.